Good morning, everyone. My name is Julie. I am the owner and founder of Lady Falta's Apothecary. Let me fix that noise. Sorry, thought I'd already done that. We are here today to talk about this week's astrology forecast. This is what I like to call the Cliff Notes version. So if you're looking for specifics for your zodiac sign and your chart, I'm not going to cover that in this video because it would be impossible to cover everybody's chart and how it would affect everybody. So basically, this video just gives you a quick rundown of how the energies might affect you on each particular day, and maybe some ways that you can either work with them to your benefit or ways to help maneuver, I guess, through them. So before we get started, let's smudge just a little bit. Let's take a little piece of sage here. Find a piece here. Here's one. So just a little leaf off my bundle. All right, so some for you guys. And some for me. All right, so we're going to put this in our little dish over here and let it burn. And we are going to pick a new card for this week. So last week's card was a blessing for peace of mind. So we're going to put that back in the deck and pull a new one. All right. All right. Blessing to lift sadness. All right. So we're going to, I will post that over on the Facebook group page, which is Lady Faltai's Light Healers. And I'll do a little write-up with that. So if you want to go ahead and see that, head on over to Facebook to Lady Faltai's Light Healers. If you're not already a member, it's just like 2 or 3 questions to get in. If you don't answer the questions, then it'll ask me if I want to approve you. And I usually approve everybody until they give me a reason not to. So, which I have not had that happen. So, but you can head on over to Lady Faltai's Light Healers, and I will do a little write-up for that card for you. All right. So with that, we will go ahead and get started. So, all right. So Monday, September 4th, Jupiter is going retrograde in Taurus. We have a lot of planets in retrograde right now. I'm not going to cover all of them. Maybe I will do a video. I don't think so, but maybe I'll do something on TikTok about retrogrades going forward and just give a quick rundown of what each planet means when it goes retrograde. I have some videos on Venus, Mercury, and Uranus, but I don't think I have one for Jupiter. So I might do like a little TikTok thing for those. But anyway, what can you expect during Jupiter retrograde? It's just like all the rest of the retrogrades, really. It's just a time to kind of sit back, to step back and just kind of reevaluate what's going on. Jupiter is all about being optimistic and being positive and abundance. So it's really a good time to just sit back and evaluate your finances, your personal growth, your values. Really just, like I said, time to reflect and assess on everything. Be aware, though, during this time, it could cause some overspending. I've already fallen into that trap because I have a tendency to be a shopaholic online. It's too easy to just push a button and say order it. So yeah, it's already been affecting me. So I have to be very aware of my spending. Anybody else out there addicted to online shopping? I'm not sure I'm addicted, but definitely have some issues with it. It's just way too easy to click order and have things pop up. But anyway, Jupiter is going to be in retrograde till December 31st. So it's going to be here for, the next couple of months through the end of the year. So again, just really good time to just kind of sit back and evaluate things and, see where we are and see where we want to go. But Monday's color is off-white. Losing my hair. And the stone I picked is blue lace agate. Offers clarity when things don't make sense. So just kind of the clarity of, of evaluating and assessing and all of those things. So some blue lace agate for you. All right. So Tuesday, December 5th, Moon is moving over into Gemini. So Gemini are our question people. Gemini is very similar to Sagittarius. They want to know all the things about all the things. The difference between Gemini and Sagittarius is Sagittarius will go do the research. They will go dig. And Gemini just like to ask the questions and have somebody else tell them. So they are great for conversation because they're very inquisitive. And when you've got them in a conversation of something that they are interested in, they will definitely pay attention. They'll be interactive with you. They'll, like I said, they'll have lots of questions. So they make great conversation people. So that energy is going to be kind of coming the next couple of days while the moon is in Gemini. So like I just said, I wrote down lively and stimulating conversation, very curious about things. It's also going to bring, it could bring a little bit of a scatterbrain. So you might kind of feel like you're all over the place. My hair's all frizzy. You might feel like you're all over the place, like, you're just kind of here and there and everywhere. And, if you start to feel that way, just do a little centering, do a little grounding, just kind of take a minute to take a breath and just regroup. It's okay. These things happen. Don't let it get you all frazzled and upset. Just take a minute and do a little breathing technique or go outside for a walk, stand barefoot in the grass, whatever, works best for you. But again, during Gemini time, if you don't have somebody to have those conversations with, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you're alone while your kids are now back at school. Some of the things that I suggest are finding things that keep you mentally stimulated, whether that be just a game on your phone, like, those ones you have to match up the colors and different things, like they're little puzzle games. Those will help with that. And so, again, you can be learning, but Gemini don't really, they're not the ones to sit down and read a book necessarily about learning something, but maybe some YouTube videos would be great. Whatever, it is that helps with keeping you from kind of feeling like you're going crazy in your own brain. So Tuesday's color is light green, and I picked some Dalmatian jasper. Says helps keeps Gemini focused outcome. Basically just helping you keeping focused and kind of trying to avoid that scatterbrain. So some Dalmatian jasper will help with that. All right, moving to Wednesday, September, I can't believe it's September 6th. So it's the last quarter moon in Gemini. So again, all the same energies that I just talked about for Gemini. So you might still be feeling some of that mental restlessness. And again, engage in conversation, games, puzzles, just things that are going to keep you mentally stimulated. It's not so much about being physically active, it's about being mentally active for Gemini. So whatever, again, I used to do those those search puzzles, the word search puzzles. Those used to help me, especially when I was really stressed out, and I couldn't sleep at night. I would go do that because it was kind of a mindless task. You're just kind of looking for the word and circling it. Didn't really take a whole lot of brain power. But yeah, so just whatever it is that you like to do that might be keeping your brain busy over the next couple of days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Again, just to try to help with some of that restlessness and that scatterbrain kind of feeling. So Wednesday's color is purple, and I picked some Imperial Topaz. It says enhances your sight for a full scope to help find what you seek. I picked it is because it says Gemini and the stone for the day of Wednesday, and it's Wednesday. So I just thought, well, we'll just go with that. So my camera's not focusing. There we go. So some topaz for you. All right. So Thursday, still Gemini moon. A little added energy here for us on Thursday. It's intention with Neptune, and that's two words. It's not intention, it's intention with Neptune. So as you can tell by the sound of that, there might be some challenges there for us. But again, this is information that we now have, and we're now going to go into Thursday being prepared and knowing the energy and knowing some of the things that might happen and knowing how best to deal with that, right? So you may have some heightened emotions, which really is not in itself a bad thing. But you might be a little oversensitive, and you might be having some issues with confusion. So nothing horrible, really, but just some things that might be coming along. So, things like if you have something at work or in your personal life, either way, that maybe needs a lot of focus. Maybe Thursday's not the day to plan to do that, right? Maybe save it for a different day. Or if there's something that just is a lot of, hi, Kim. Yeah, certainly it's going to be saved on here. Watch it whenever you can, perfect. Anytime is great. So Gemini moon intention with Neptune on Thursday. Like I said, try to maybe, if you have anything that is going to be, again, because Gemini is all about being mentally stimulated. So Tuesday and Wednesday would be great days to do if you have something that, is going to, like I said, a report, a project, something like that you have to be mentally, not stimulated. I keep using the same word. Mentally challenged. That doesn't sound right either. But keeping you challenged mentally. That still didn't sound right either, but you know what I mean. Keeping your mind occupied. So if you have a project that's maybe got to be done, Tuesday and Wednesday would be great days versus Thursday. I'm going to stop talking because I'm putting my foot in my mouth here. But Thursday is not one of the better days to do that. So if you have something that needs a lot of focus or a lot of brain power, Thursday is not your day, okay? What you can do is you can try to focus on things that are maybe more creative, more hands-on. You can try to focus on things that maybe are a little bit more spiritual and not so much more on the mental stimulation. Or you could just be kind of focus on being inspiring to somebody, That's always nice, right? So Thursday, I also wrote down avoid decisions because of that being emotionally sensitive, along with, God, I can't talk, mental confusion. So Thursday's not going to be a really good day to make any kind of decisions. With a cliff note on the cliff notes here that we are still in Mercury retrograde until September 14th. So I would avoid big decisions anyway. Anything that's going to affect your, your financial situation, buying a house, buying a car, selling a house, selling a car, moving jobs, things like that. If it's going to affect your livelihood, stay away from those decisions for another week or so. I suggest 3 days after Mercury goes back retrograde. But if there's something that's coming up for you, pay attention to it. I'm not saying ignore it, pay attention to it, but just don't make decisions, anything rash especially, but just kind of try to sit with it again, because we're reevaluating, we're assessing, we're reflecting all of those things. And once Mercury goes back direct, then after that, if you're still feeling that way, then those decisions can be made. But just try to hold off a little bit. If anything's going to be changing your life drastically, isn't it worth waiting a few more days to make that decision? I know sometimes when something comes in our brain, we want to, especially me, I want to act right away. I want to make plans and I want to have A, B, C, and D all lined up and stuff. But which you can certainly do that, but I would just again suggest not necessarily acting on it until at least 3 days after Mercury goes direct again. So, but anyway, avoid big decisions. So, Thursday's color is royal blue, and I picked some agate. Enhances your eloquence, adaptability, and clarity. So really, the adaptability and the clarity. When things like this happen and throw us off balance, we want to, be able to adapt. And again, where there might be some confusion coming around, some clarity would be a nice little counterbalance. So you could work with some agate. All right. Friday, Virgo sun in harmony with Jupiter, and the moon is moving over into Cancer. So Jupiter's like one of my favorites. Jupiter, Neptune. Anyway, Jupiter is all about optimism and opportunity, abundance, expansion, all those good things for us. So there might be something coming along Friday for you. And that can be in all areas. Sometimes it's more focused on finances. Sometimes it's more focused on relationships. But this is going to just be, it could be in really any area of your life. So good things are coming on Friday, hopefully for you. It's also a really good day for personal growth, for learning, and just kind of putting yourself out there for some opportunities. Maybe something unexpected might be coming along, but it should be a good change for you. So nothing too much to be worried about there, but some positivity on Friday. Friday's color is sky blue, and I picked Golden Tiger Eye. It says lights up Cancer with happy thoughts, and you can see up here it says luck. So we'll group luck in with. I don't really believe in luck so much, but with that opportunity and optimism in there. So Tiger's Eye, really good for grounding as well. All right, Saturday, September 9th, Cancer moon connecting to Uranus. Sorry, emotional openness, innovative thinking, unique insight, spontaneous connection, all of those good things again. So lots of good energy there. One of the things, again, just to keep reminding everybody is, Mercury retrograde. So all this greatness, all this opportunity, all this expansion is great. But again, if it's going to be something that is going to potentially alter your lifestyle, especially if it's financial. Just keep in mind that we are in Mercury retrograde. Now, I'm not saying don't, if an opportunity comes along on Friday or Saturday, which hopefully it will, maybe it's just a small one. Maybe it's just to join a group in town. Maybe it's just to, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's, it's not necessarily something that's going to be life-changing, life-altering for you. Go for it. But if it is on the bigger thing, maybe it's a new job that's going to offer more money and things like that. It's okay to, say, can I have some time to think about this? Because again, we don't want to be making any rash, quick decisions during retrograde, because maybe the job sounds great and maybe the money sounds great, but maybe after the fact that you realize that you got to work 70 hours a week and never see your kids and, or never see your partner, whatever that may look like. So I'm not saying don't take any opportunities. Just be aware and just be smart about it, right? So Saturday's color is white. And I picked some alexandrite. It says enhances your courage, kinship, and intuition. So just good connecting. Again, we talked about, I said it really quickly, but being emotionally open and communication and insight. So all of that kind of falls under that for you right there. And then wrapping the week up for Sunday, September 10th, the moon is moving over into Leo. So nice fiery energy there for you, Leo energy. So it could be a nice big boost of confidence for you. Emotional, could be a little emotionally dramatic. Leo can be that way sometimes. All the signs have positives and I don't want to say negatives, but not so positives. Okay, we'll put it that way. So it's a good day to engage in activities. So again, if you are somebody who doesn't have a lot of fiery energy in your chart, maybe you're all water or you're all earth, whatever. And so this confidence is going to be a nice boost for you. So maybe you've had something that you've been wanting to do, wanting to say, again, reminder, Mercury retrograde, but, speak up for yourself or something. And maybe Sunday, that little bit of boost of confidence is going to give you that, what you need to go do that. But if you're someone like me who I don't have Leo in my chart, but I do have a lot of fire energy in my chart. So that can maybe put me a little over the top. So I'm going to have to kind of keep that in check. Or like I said, other people might have more air, water, or earth in their chart. That fiery energy might just be something that they can use to their benefit. So again, it depends on where your placements are and what is going on in your chart. But yeah, so just kind of knowing your chart is going to make a big difference. I'm giving you the quick rundown of the energies for each day, but knowing where your placements are and knowing what's in your chart is really going to help you better understand the energies even more. So like if I say there's going to be a lot of fire energy going on and you have a lot of fire energy in your chart, you're going to be someone who's going to want to kind of make sure you're keeping that in check, because that's where that dramatic can come in, ego can come in, pride can come in, being a little too over the top can come in. But if you're somebody that, I said, doesn't have a lot of fire in your chart, then it's something you can use to your benefit. So again, I really highly recommend knowing your placements if you haven't done that already. If you need help with that, let me know. If you just have a few questions, I'm certainly happy to help you and answer them. I do actual chart readings. If you want me to do the whole thing typed out, for you. There is a fee for that, but if you just have a few questions and need some help or need to know where to go to get that done, I'm more than happy to help at no charge. So again, like I said, be aware, it could kind of go over into pride and ego and being a little too aggressive. So we've talked about that in past videos with Aries as well. I have Aries in my chart. And so when Aries comes around, I have to make sure that I'm not being bossy or pushy or bold, because I already tend to lean that way. I try to keep it in check. But when those energies come around, I really have to make sure like I'm not being like, so anywho, finishing up, Sunday's color is orange. And the card I picked, oh, I just realized I picked Tiger's Eye again. Anyhow, I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't even realize I did that. Golden Tiger Eye for Leo, and helps you protect through rockiest of paths. So again, that fire energy, Tiger Eye is helping ground you. So, so there you go. But if you were somebody who, so this would be a good one for me to help keep me grounded and help me from being, like I said, over the top. But if you were somebody who doesn't necessarily have fire in your chart, maybe you might want to work with, I would say maybe like some red jasper would be a good one to work with. So, all right. So that's going to finish up for the week. I don't have any other videos coming this week, so we don't have new moon or full moon or anything like that. No high holidays coming along this week, so today's video will be the only one for this week. I will be back for Monday at 10 o'clock for next week's. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to go ahead and put those in. If you have insight of your own, I would love to hear it. Always love to learn and experience other people's insight and experiences. So go ahead and put that in the comment if you want. If not, just say hi, tell me where you're from. It'd be great if you would share this with a friend or maybe on your Facebook page. That'd be awesome. But just hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you get all of my video reminders when they come out. Again, I try to keep it pretty routine. Videos are going to be for forecasts are going to be Monday at 10, and then new moon and full moon and high holidays. I'm going to try to keep everything at 10 the best I can, and it will be the closest day to it without being a Saturday and Sunday. So if there's a new moon, full moon, or high holiday on Saturday or Sunday, most likely the video is going to be Friday morning at 10. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep it pretty routine for as much as possible for you guys' sake and mine, so I don't forget when I'm supposed to be doing things. But yeah. So I hope that you found something in this video helpful. I, have always said I don't plan on being a YouTube star. I don't plan on ever making money off YouTube. That's never been my intention. But to me, if one person out there gets something beneficial out of this video, then it was worth my time to do it. So, and as always, remember to be kind. It's not only going to improve somebody else's day, it could potentially improve your day, and it could potentially change someone's whole life for the better. Could be yours. So, and it doesn't cost us anything. So be kind, people. Love you. Bye.